What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Caleb Marshall channel. Cameron said I need to come up with a different intro than that, but I don't have one. So if you think of a better intro, then let me know. A fan DM'd me on Instagram a few weeks ago and she was like, hey, there's a lot of new subscribers to your second channel. I feel like we don't know you that well yet on a personal level. So I was like, this is a perfect time to do a Q&A. And I posted a story a few hours ago on Instagram and YouTube, and y'all just flooded my inbox with questions that were really good questions. So I'm gonna try to get through as many as possible, but I might break this up and do a couple because I think a lot of these deserve thought out responses. If you like this video, then make sure, well, obviously you like the video. Subscribe to this channel, click that notification bell so you get notified when I post these new videos, and then leave a comment down below and let me know if you want me to do a part 2 of a Q&A, because I still have lots of questions that I know I'm not gonna get to today that are really good. So you guys did good. You should give it up for yourselves. Sometimes I forget that you guys really are the most dedicated, like, amazing fans. There is Cameron in his underwear. Should I blur that out? It's 5 p.m. and I'm still drinking coffee. So many questions. Let's start this off. Haley, I feel like this is not the time or the place. What's your favorite recipe? My favorite recipe to make. I did a cooking video on this. It's my homemade grain-free pizza.
It is my favorite freaking meal.
It's not guilt-free, but it's not flour, it's siete tortillas, so it's like almond flour. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I'll link that below. It's just like chicken and veggies and tortilla and I use dairy-free cheese.
So good.
Cameron and I have been together for, this summer will be June 15th? June 15th, Cameron?
We met June 10th, we started dating July 15th.
We started dating July 15th. So this July, it'll be 4 years, which once I hit that, will be my longest relationship, which is weird to think about. Oh my gosh, y'all, just these questions. When are you and Cameron going to get married? Starting this very serious. You know what? I feel like Cameron and I are kind of on different pages on this. And actually, yep, this was Cameron's question as well. So I guess I'll just address it together. Yeah, we're on different pages on that sense. I love Cameron. I want to be with Cameron. Cameron is super ready to get married. I know he is because he tells me all the time. He tells people all the time. It's not that I'm against it. I'm just really scared to get married. And not even scared. It's just like I want to be able to, you know, have the wedding we want and focus on that. And I feel like we're so focused on career right now. I feel like spending a bunch of money on a wedding, which is what Cameron wants to do, is just kind of silly right now when we can, you know, wait until we're 50. I don't know why. It's just, maybe it's because my last relationship I still have baggage from, and I thought we were gonna get married, so it's just like doing a second time feeling that way. It's like, are you sure? Is this really the one? Because you felt this way before. But I know I want to be with Cameron forever. So it's like, oh my God, this is getting too deep for a Q&A. Next question. My least favorite song to dance to is 1000% Cheap Thrills. I can't stand doing that dance anymore. I mean, that's why we don't perform it. And I'll top that off with Worth It as well. I don't like ruining these. Because when I'm performing them live, it's like I have fun when people are having fun. But if I have to just perform this and like organically have the excitement and the enjoyment, it's really hard. How did you find the church you go to, and why do you like it? I stopped going to church after high school. When I went to college, I didn't go to church anymore, and it was weird, you know, with the whole being gay thing. I didn't really know where to go or where I'd fit in, and I just didn't want to deal with it. But when I got to LA, especially when I was going through just the worst of my anxiety and I didn't know where else to go, I reached a point in my life where I needed something. I needed God again. I found this place called Mosaic. I met Josh Kalaki at Montana Tucker's party, her birthday party a couple of years ago, and I followed him, and then I saw in his story that he went to Mosaic, and so I was like, okay, this looks like a cool church, like Josh is a cool person, like maybe it's okay, maybe I won't feel weird, and so I went, and I really enjoyed it and loved it. I didn't feel I had to be something I wasn't. I just felt really comfortable and at home, which is, I mean, like the whole point of church. It's not about all the rules and the regulations, it's just about spreading love and encouraging people and lifting them up. And the whole service is just about, hey, here's how to be a better person. And I think that is really what I was looking for. And it's how to be a better person with God. It's not,
God says you shouldn't do this, and if you do, you're going to hell.
It's just a place where I've kept coming back to, because I don't want to just run to church when I'm at my lowest. I want that to be a constant in my life. I can't believe you have anxiety. You seem completely the opposite. How? Greetings from Croatia. Hello, Croatia. I think anxiety is easy to mask for some people. It certainly is for me in some situations. If it's overwhelming, especially like when I'm performing, if I have to do like an interview, or I just like, we went to a taping of a talk show a few weeks ago, and they were like passing the mic around the audience and like going and asking the audience members questions. And I remember I felt like debilitated. Like I was like, oh my God, please don't pass the mic to me. I don't want to talk, like I don't know what to say. I'm not anxious all the time. My anxiety's gotten so much better, but I still deal with it. I mean, every single day. When it got the worst, that's when I started to take action and accountability and stop pretending like I didn't have anxiety. So I started going to therapy, I started taking CBD, I started going to church, I started talking to my friends and family more, I started reading articles and realizing that I wasn't alone, and it just took me a good solid 1.5 to 2 years to, I feel like, get a handle on it to where it wasn't crushing my soul every day. I mean, I still have flare-ups, it's still like a roller coaster. There's some times when I'm just like debilitated, and there's other times when I can mask it or manage it or talk myself down. So I think it's just a journey, and anxiety is such a journey. It's not you don't just fix it. And so I think I just have come to that point where I've accepted it, and I refuse to let it control me and keep me from doing things that I want to do. So even when things scare me now, I do them. And I think that was the biggest turning point, and that's how I'm able to kind of seem like I don't have anxiety, because I'm always putting myself in these situations where I'm on a platform and out there and talking, but it's just because I'm making a conscious decision that I'm gonna get through this. And every time I get through something, I grow a little bit stronger. The anxiety goes down just a little bit every time, and I am slowly training myself, almost with like exposure therapy or whatever you want to call it, but it's like slowly teach yourself that anxiety, that feeling inside that it can't actually hurt you. It doesn't actually mean anything. What do you usually order from Starbucks? I now am ordering from Starbucks a venti cold brew reserve, and that's a special like Starbucks reserve. It's a venti cold brew reserve with almond milk and 2 pumps of classic and 1 stevia. My goal is to get down to just stevia, but like, again, we're a work in progress. What is the biggest challenge about being in a non-traditional job? Time management is, I think, #1 for me. I already feel like I don't work efficient enough. I work hard, I just don't think I work smart. So it's really hard for me to ever take a day off. There's never a day when I'm just like, vegging out or don't do anything. I'm always like editing a photo or editing a video or shooting a dance or thinking of a new video or thinking about another business opportunity. I don't know how to just completely shut off, because I already feel like I'm so behind, because like when Cameron does things, he's just like and I don't get that. That's not how my brain works. Like I have to apply so much energy to get anything done. Having to self-regulate my time is by far the hardest thing. Do you ever have writer's block when it comes to choreography for videos? I can't remember the last time I didn't have writer's block. I get so in my head about every choreography. I don't even want to talk about it. It's really hard. I'm really, really hard on myself. I overthink everything. It takes me way longer to do things than it does normal people, because I just overthink it, and it doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it healthy, but I can't stop overthinking everything. And last question, what advice do you have for someone just starting out on YouTube, not really sure what their niche should be? And I think this applies for any entrepreneur, anything you want to do. You don't have to have everything all figured out. I think the most important thing is that you just start doing something. I think we can all hold ourselves back because we want everything to be perfect. We need to know exactly where we're going, which is important, but it also can be something that makes you never start, and you always just stay in this one place because you have it all in your head, but you don't know exactly how to execute it, so you just don't do anything. And I think that we're humans, we adapt, we learn along the way as we do things. So just have the confidence to start something and then kind of learn as you go. It's like, you know, you get kicked out of the nest and you just learn to fly, or you get pushed in a pool and you learn to swim. Or some people don't learn to swim. My grandma never learned to swim, so that's not a good example for her. Yeah, just don't be afraid to start. That's half the battle, is just starting. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A video. I hope it was informative. It would mean so much to me if you guys liked this video, subscribe to this channel, and click that notification bell so you get notified when I post these new videos. I'm really excited to keep doing things on this second channel and get to know you guys on a more personal level and do videos like these where it's just you and me. If you're looking forward to these, I'm gonna post one at least every week. I'm not sure what day, but you can count on it being every single week. And of course, if you wanna stay up to date, you can follow me on my stories on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. This week's shout out is Brittany. Thank you so much for watching, Brittany, and supporting it means everything to have you here. If you wanna be next week's shout out, all you have to do is retweet this video link when I post it on Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time.